Hello everyone, this is Lincolnus Prime, and my god, it has been a minute since I have made a action figure review. So here we are, and I am back with doing reviews. Life has been pretty busy with school and all that kind of stuff, so I haven't exactly had the time to actually make a review. But I figured why not do a review on something actually new. I actually did find this figure yesterday, but today we are taking a look at the Transformers Age of Extinction Studio Series number 90 Galvatron. Now, I do want to start off by taking a quick look at the packaging, and the packaging looks freaking awesome. I love the art of Galvatron. This is the art that was used for like Galvatron toys back in 2014 when we were getting the Age of Extinction toy line, and it does look very, very good. We do have Transformers Age of Extinction at the top, Transformers Generations at the top as well, Transformers number 90 Galvatron Studio Series. We do get another picture of Galvatron on the side as well as Studio Series. On the back, we get our promo shots of Galvatron on the back, and he looks freaking fantastic. And we do get like a slight little, we don't really get a, well, it's right here actually, the description. Galvatron leads the KSI Decepticons into Hong Kong to gain control of the seed. And that is one thing I would like to say. I wish we got a seed with this figure. That would have been so cool. But we did not. So, not a huge deal, but it does have the robot mode and the vehicle mode on the back, and then another picture of Galvatron on the side. One thing I would like to mention though, I am not a huge fan of the direction Hasbro is going in terms of the boxes, because as you'll notice, there's no plastic covering. Now the problem with this being is you do have a lot of like hardcore collectors out there that like to keep their figures in the box, and this is not a collector friendly packaging, mainly due to the fact that that clear window that we usually get is very helpful when it comes to not getting dust like on the inside of the box. And now because of the plastic cutback, which I think is ironic because these are literally made out of plastic, so they're not really saving the environment as what what they think that they're doing. So this whole plastic cutback thing is really stupid in my opinion. Like literally the weapons came in paper. In paper. Why? That does not do anything to protect the weapons. It will like literally throw off the QC of the parts and pieces, and I'm not a fan of this direction that Hasbro's going in, like with cutting plastic out. It's not going to work. And so but the problem is if you want to display it in the box, dust is going to get inside, and that is going to be a pain to clean. So sadly, this is one of those things that you'd have to take out if you wanted to keep it clean. So what can you do? I'm personally not a fan of this on Hasbro's part, and I think that that's something that they really need to consider going back to. But I'm just saying. Anyways, now that my box rant is over, let us talk about the figure itself. And oh my god, this looks we'll talk about that later. The cab itself looks really, really nice. I do like the way that they did capture just the way that Galvatron's vehicle mode looked in Transformers Age of Extinction. I am going to sandwich this though, so good parts out of the way first. The paint is actually pretty good. We do get these really nice like blue details right here with like this really vibrant looking blue. I do like that. The windshield is not really clear. It is just plain black, but that is okay. The silver paint looks very nicely applied on both sides, and just the overall kind of look at the truck is actually pretty good in itself. So I do really like what they did with this. Another cool thing that I'd like to mention is that these side view mirrors are really good looking. I've never seen side view mirrors with this much detail before. Usually it's just a little piece of plastic that hangs off, but they actually put in the effort to put in that little tiny space in between to kind of make it look more realistic, and I really, really do like that. So a lot of nice detail just in general. You get the gas tanks on the side. The wheels are very nicely sculpted. I do like those. The bottom of the truck is, it's interesting, but it cleans up pretty decently in my opinion. And I do like this kind of vent detail on the back. That is really nice. So truck mode is decent. Now let's get to the meat, which is the negatives. There's a lot of hinges on this, and I do understand why that is. That's part of the transformation, but it just does not look the best to me. When it comes to this section right here, this black part, it just kind of breaks up the look of the cleanness that is already here at the front of the cab. So I kind of wish that this was at least painted this like similar grayish color, but it was not. Some of the gapping is a little ugly, I'm not gonna lie, kind of like in these wheel well sections. It's not too bad, but it's not too great. And then let us talk about the elephant in the room, the feet that hang off of the back of the truck. This looks, I don't want to say it looks awful. It does look awful. It is definitely an eyesore. I'm not a huge fan of that. And now the reason this is like this, and the reason this did not clean up very well, is because Hasbro designed this with the vehicle mode in mind first, and then the robot mode second. But in order to get the robot mode to work, they had to make sacrifices for the vehicle mode. Now, one thing though is that they also wanted there to be weapon storage. So this is like one of the weapons right here. And in doing so, they also sacrificed the way that this could transform. If only they kept, or if only they got rid of the weapon storage and made it to where you could like flip this down and or something, I think I maybe would have preferred that more. But that's just one of the sacrifices that was made. So it's not a huge deal, and most people are not going to really be displaying this in vehicle mode, but it definitely still kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie. Overall though, compared to say, because I do have the original Age of Extinction Galvatron Voyager class figure, I don't have it with me right now. But overall, this is actually a really good rendition of Galvatron, in my opinion. Now, I do want to talk about the weapons as well. We do get two accessories. We get his basically arm cannon and these missiles right here. But just to go over the arm cannon first, this looks really, really good. It is a bit too small in my opinion, but the detail on this is undoubtedly top tier. I really like all of this molded detail, and especially how small this is. This is absolutely impressive on Hasbro's part. All the panel lining detail and all that just looks so good. Then on the missiles, there's not really much to talk about here other than, you know, it's just a black piece with missiles molded. So there's not really much to talk about here, but it is a neat inclusion. And one cool thing is you can take this right here. There's a peg right here. I do like to open this up because it will damage the plastic if I do it just by pushing it in. But just kind of press that inside, tab that in, and you can replicate the scene where he's shooting missiles at Optimus Prime and the Autobots during that highway chase scene. So you can do that, and you can also store this right here on the side as well. And you do actually have a few other storage options. You can also store it right here at the top on both sides. It is a loose fit, but it is something that you can do. So you do have quite a bit of weapon storage options on this figure, which I do like, but the preferable weapon storage option that I enjoy the most is actually really cool. So first, to store the arm cannon, what you want to do is take this section, open it up, and then take the arm cannon. There's a slot right here and then the tab right there, and just press that inside like so, and just kind of make sure everything stays tabbed together because it'll kind of want to untab. And then just kind of press this inside of the legs like that, and that will store very neatly like so. And then for the storage for this part right here, this is actually brilliant to me. I'll take this section, untab it like so. There's a little peg right here and a little slot right here. All you gotta do, just take this, get it inside, line it up, and then take all of this, like the bumper section, and just bring this down and tab that into place, and that is your weapon storage. And honestly, sometimes like looking at this, like, while it would have been preferable for them to, I don't know, not sacrifice the transformation for the weapon storage, I'm kind of glad that they had that little inclusion just to be able to store that in such a way. So I don't know, it's kind of a 50-50 on me whether or not I enjoy this choice or not, but it is definitely something that I am kind of happy about. But either way, really nice weapon storage and pretty okay truck mode. Now for some vehicle mode comparisons, here we have the Voyager class Studio Series Galvatron next to another Age of Extinction Autobot, the Age of Extinction Voyager class Evasion mode Optimus Prime, Deluxe class Age of Extinction Bumblebee, the Voyager class Transformers The Last Night Optimus Prime, and for the hell of it, the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla 1995. And I just removed the weapons, which means let us get down to the transformation. Now, what we are going to want to do is just take this section, kind of bring this down for now, take these gas tank sections on the sides, bring these down like so, take this section right here, untab it, bring that up like that, bring the wheel well sections. Now, one thing I do actually want to mention, this is actually really cool how this works. So it's on this little kind of sliding joint system, so when you bring it down, it slides right down onto that. So it kind of transfers from the top to the bottom. That is a really cool piece of engineering in my opinion. And then just do the same thing on the other side. And the way that that kind of goes in, the problem is these are loose on both sides, and I'm not the biggest fan, but it clips in decently. And then next, what we'll want to do is come around here to the sides, take these sections right here and just untab like so. And then another thing, I just kind of bring this section up to kind of get it out of the way, but rotate this up like that, and that will kind of just be cleared for now. And then take this section, untab it like so, and then we're going to try to kind of open this up and then bring this out of the way. Next, swing this section around like so, and then untab the legs just to kind of add for some extra clearance. And then what we'll want to do here is we're going to kind of bring the feet out to the bottom like so for clearance. Take the wheel well section, rotate that up, take the feet, bring them down, rotate, like flip this section out like so, and then kind of close the feet together and tab them in. There we have one foot done. Swing this part to the center like so, rotate this up, this will kind of come in like that, and then finally take this section, bring that in, and this will go under the wheel just like that, and kind of just bring all of that in, and there we have one leg all done. Now we'll do the same thing for the second side. Untab this from the side like that, bring all of that down and out like so, kind of get that out of the way. Bring all of this down, take the foot, bring this around, flip up the wheel well section, flip this forward, bring this down and close the foot and tab it in like so. Rotate this section around like that, bring this part down and in, and then take this, rotate this around and flip it into the wheel well, tabbing that in and securing it. So there we have the legs all done. Now, what we want to do here is there is a section right here and there's a tab right here. Just bring all of this down and just tab it into place, and there we have pretty much the bottom of the waist all done. Now, what we want to do here is take this section, kind of just bring this up and out of the way, take the arms, rotate them around like so and like so, but not all the way just yet. And then what we want to do here is take this section, bring it down, that will kind of reveal the head for now, and then take this section right here, bring this up, and then this will tab into this little slot right here. Next, take these sections, fold them down, putting them in place, and then take this section and bring this up like so. Next, we can take the arms, kind of fold them in like that, take the arms, rotate them around at the bicep, do the same thing on the other side, tab that in, rotate around at the bicep, bring down at the elbow, and last but not least, rotate the head all the way around. And here we have the Studio Series Voyager class Galvatron in his robot mode. Now, I just gotta say, this figure is a vast improvement from his 2014 counterpart. The engineering on this figure is absolutely outstanding, and yes, there were sacrifices that had to be made. It's not a perfect figure, but the engineering choices that Hasbro made for this figure is brilliant. Instead of having that huge backpack like the last figure did, we now have a 100% clean back. I mean, look at that. That is amazing. We still have the detail from, like just what he had in the movie kind of like on the back, and it is still a little bit of a mess, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of these sections right here does not make it look too good, and he is very boxy due to his transformation, but I do really like how they included some of that back detail on there like so, and keeping it on the front, and the way that the hole on the chest does perfectly align with the hole on the back. So I really do like that detail. Now, keep in mind the boxiness of this is due to the fact of, like I said earlier, vehicle mode was in mind at first, and then that was robot mode. That's pretty much what Studio Series is kind of known for at this point, is making accurate vehicle modes, but also trying to make accurate robot modes. So it's more so just a Transformers evolution type of thing. But in my opinion, it works. The robot mode looks absolutely amazing, and the thing that I think is really cool is that this does basically, instead of the last figure, which went from like it turned outside in, essentially, this figure turns inside out, and I think that is absolutely brilliant. Now, I do want to get closer on some of the details on the head. The head looks so good. I love the red in the eyes. That looks amazing. I love the blue details kind of like right here on his little mustache looking thing. I'm never going to unsee that now that I mentioned it. The silver on the head looks amazing. The kind of molding for like the mouth and the face, that just looks so good in my opinion, and I think that they did a really good job. The chest looks really good. I do like the silver right here, the blue details on these sections underneath, the orange for the hole in the chest, that looks great. And I'm not gonna lie, I wish there was maybe just a little more silver paint, but it is not a huge deal. The shoulders are molded very nicely, the arms as well as the biceps and the forearms look very nice. I love the silver here, I love the blue on these sections on both sides, and I think that just looks so nice. Coming down, like even the crotch too, they painted the crotch. And another thing, there's butt detail, which I think is funny, but the silver on the thighs looks very nice. The silver on the legs and just the detail on the knees and all that kind of stuff looks very nice as well. The sides of the legs, even like the detail right here on the insides, and we don't really get much on the back, but that's fine. The back of the thighs though did get some nice detail, and the sides of the thighs where the wheel wells are is very nicely molded. And then coming down here to the feet look accurate. The molding detail on those parts does look very nice. So lots of really good looking detail on this figure, if I do say so myself. Now, one thing I should mention before I do forget, but when you are transforming this figure, always make sure to rotate the head all the way around, because it will not come together properly. So always make sure to remember to turn the head around before going any further when it comes to like the cab section, because that is very important. But I just had to remind myself to mention that is very important. But anyways, and for robot mode comparison, here we have Galvatron next to the Evasion mode Optimus Prime, Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Bumblebee, Godzilla, and the Transformers The Last Knight Voyager class Optimus Prime, and these two look absolutely amazing together. And just having these two posed together, they just look so good. And for my final comments on this figure, I would absolutely recommend picking this figure up. This is only around $30 to $33, and I think that's a pretty decent price for what this is. I mean, it is Voyager class, so that is, the basic price for a Voyager, but you're getting a really nicely engineered figure with, 2 accessories, and they're small accessories, but they have storage for both vehicle and robot mode, which is absolutely amazing. Hasbro really thought this figure through and did an amazing job on it. Is it perfect? No, but it's got a lot of really nice aspects about this figure, and I think this definitely deserves it's just a really nice figure. So if you find it, definitely pick it up. But anyways, guys, that is about it for this review. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
It has been approximately 5 months since I've ended up here. I have had zero luck with contacting my fellow Autobots, and I fear for their safety. Since I've been here, I have been trying to find ways of surviving on my own. But so far, I have not had the best of luck. As far as I've seen, energy sources are scarce. I have yet to find even a single ounce of energon. All I've been able to find is what resembles the qualities of oil. And that's it. All I want is to leave this world and to be reunited with my Autobots. But so far, it has been nothing but misery. Though, I am still doing my best to hold on to hope, because I know it cannot end like this. Not yet. No. Megatron, is that you? I'll let you know after I rip out your Matrix. If the Matrix is what you're after, you'll have to kill me first. Well, that's the idea, Prime. Well, good luck with that. Die, Prime. Junkyard crime. About your question from earlier, here's a hint. You have no soul. That is why I have no fear. Die. So weak you are, Prime. I won't even enjoy killing you like this. I won't give you that privilege, Galvatron. Leave my kind alone, you coward. Now, be gone with you. Fear not. I am your ally, Optimus Prime. Now join me, brother. You've been alone long enough. So, 5 months, huh? You are the first being I've seen in a long time. I cannot tell you how grateful I am to even see you. Do you see that? In the distance? Yeah. Calling all primes. There is hope after all.